Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Emerson, out hunting for cold water and hanging out in the sun at some northern New South Wales beaches. And today I'm continuing my video series on how new scientific research is validating some of our ancient health practices. And today I'm going to be talking about the 7 new scientific research articles which are proving that fasting needs to be part of our health regime if we want to maximize our longevity and optimize our health during those years. That's because Homo sapiens have always lived as hunter-gatherers in times of great abundance or great scarcity. During abundance, we concentrate on growth, while during times of scarcity, we concentrate on repair, regeneration, and survival of the species. So if you're interested in the 7 new scientific articles proving the benefits of fasting, let's get into the video. And if you like the video, make sure you subscribe at the end. And as usual, the references for these scientific articles are in the box below the video. Let's get into it. First main benefit of fasting is it speeds up our metabolism as our body starts to mobilize fats and amino acids to supply our mitochondria with fuel. And as it does so, the mitochondria go into overdrive to produce us more energy during times of scarcity. The second benefit is we start to produce anti-aging rejuvenation molecules as a response to the stress of the starvation mode. The third benefit is we go into what's called mitophagy and autophagy. Autophagy is where we start to break down old tired cells, and when we do that, we clean out the brain and we start getting rid of the rubbish that is collected in the brain. You're basically spring cleaning the house, and that's been shown to dramatically reduce our risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And mitophagy is where we start to break down our mitochondria into small particles and reassemble them into more efficient mitochondria with greater numbers. So you get autophagy and mitophagy as benefits of fasting. The fourth benefit is a reduction in mTOR. mTOR stands for the mammalian target of rapamycin, and it's a fascinating sensor molecule. What we found was that when people with autoimmune disease were given a drug called rapamycin, which was an incredibly toxic drug, they actually lived a lot longer than they were expected to. And we found that rapamycin was affecting this molecule called TOR. And what mTOR is a sense of abundance. So when everything's abundant, mTOR goes up and it starts laying down muscle. If you want to have really good abs and look like Chris Hemsworth in the Avengers, then you want to have high levels of mTOR. That's not necessarily good for longevity though. So mTOR is all about building in times of abundance, but it probably actually shortens your life. For longevity, you want to have low levels of mTOR, where it's not about building, it's about having a longer period of life, and fasting has been shown to decrease levels of mTOR. The fifth benefit, number 5, is that the SIRT1 genes get upgraded. Now, SIRT1 genes are our genes which are associated with longevity. When we're in starvation mode, when we're in scarcity, our body switches on genes which are going to ensure our survival. It's a bit like I've been growing my own mushrooms, and one of the things that makes the mushrooms spore is when they run out of food. And the mushrooms release a whole lot of spores because they want to ensure survival of the species. Same thing, to ensure the survival of our species at times of scarcity, we switched on longevity genes. The sixth benefit is our stem cells increase. And stem cells, pluripotent stem cells, are the cells that we use to regenerate tissue. So you can actually start improving damaged tissue by replacing the damaged cells with new stem cells. And the seventh benefit is you go into ketosis when you're fasting. And when you're in ketosis, your blood sugar levels go down, your insulin levels go down, so you get a metabolic improvement. And not only that, but you start killing cancer cells, because cancer cells run on a different cellular metabolism than our cells. Cancer cells prefer to run on sugar, whereas our cells, particularly our brain, which is basically just a giant collection of omega-3 fatty acids from seafood, prefers and optimally runs on fat. So by going into fasting and into switching into ketosis mode, you start killing cancer cells. The question I get asked most, of course, is what sort of fasting should I be doing? And I'll let you know the secret, because the question is, should I be doing intermittent fasting? Should I be doing a 16 and 8 split? Should I be doing an 18 and 6 split? Should I fast 1 day a week? Should I do 5 and 2 in a week? Should I do a week fast? Should I do a 2-week fast? Well, in the words of The Rock, it doesn't matter what sort you're doing, as long as you're doing something. Now, I must say, when I'm doing intermittent fasting now, I've changed it a little bit to honour my circadian rhythm. So I'm having the bigger meal earlier in the day, the medium lunch, and a small dinner, which I'm finishing by the time it gets dark. So over winter, my eating window is narrowing with the light cycle. And of course, as always, I'm trying to eat as much local and seasonal food, because it's not just about our health, but it's also about the health of the planet.